one of the things that I truly adore about alchemy is it's impossible to intellectualize it. The minute that you try to intellectualize alchemy, you sound like an idiot, or you can't. It won't let you. It's like picking up a pea with a fork. It is change itself. It is the essence of change. And so whatever you plan to say about it can't be said because you've already planned it. And it will no longer be there because you've had the thought and you're no longer the same person. And something that is dominating all this wonderful literature that we have now of about spirituality and quantum physics being connected to Taoism and religion, which is exciting as anything. The writing is really boring. And that's because the quantum universe doesn't separate itself from us. And for us to speak of it as though it is this third person is ridiculous, is paradoxical. And it's going to get us nowhere. To keep on writing essays about this stuff is just going to keep us in the essay mind, and is going to keep us in reason and keep us in rationality. Our ultimate step will be to become poets, because that's the language that the quantum speaks. It is and isn't at once. For the Tlingit tribe, the word metaphor isn't defined as a comparison not using like or as. It is the language for talking to God. That's how they define it. And poetry is that language. And if we're going to agree that religion and quantum physics have the same thing, then metaphor will be the language we use to create heaven on earth. It won't be writing prose. Prose didn't become popular until the 1800s, except for it had been used for historical documents and the Magna Carta, sure. But poetry was the dominant form of human expression up until the Age of Reason was born, when alchemy was actively crushed, using Sir Isaac Newton as its axe. But Sir Isaac Newton himself was a part of it, the very thing that he was used to silence, a great proponent of it in his own Royal Society way. He just kept it under wraps because he was tired of the lesser alchemists doing experiments with horse urine. But the way that we think changed dramatically after the 1700s, the way we were allowed to think. And poetry became criticized and damned. And we get the essay, which is incredibly safer and less personal and very dry. And it's the part whenever I've taught a unit on British literature that the students, I just lose them all on, because we want poetry. We are poets. It is the way our ancestors experienced life. And we think, wow, the people in Shakespeare's time must have been really smart to be able to sit through his plays. That's the way they talked. They were a poetic mind, left brain, right brain, happening at the same time, because that's the way the universe is made, the creative and the objective at once. And when we can see both of those at one time, when we're whole. And until we do, we're broken and sick. And that's why we're sad.